Okay, so myself, Srinivas. So I'm taking your CCNA demo class. Am I audible, guys?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So first, what exactly we start is we start with the basic networking. Let me show you some slides. What exactly we teach and how exactly the teaching will be. You guys able to see my screen, correct? Okay. So what exactly we start is we start with the basic networking, which is when we start the theory classes. The first 1 week will be the basics. Something like we start with what is local area network, what is metropolitan area network, and what is wide area network. So any idea what is local area network, wide area network, and metropolitan area network? Anyone? Any idea? Anyone? Okay. So local area network, metropolitan area network, and wide area network. If suppose if I need to have a communication between two PCs, or if you are studying in a college or you complete your BTech or degree, so in your college also you are having multiple branches, multiple blocks will be there, block A, block B, block C, something. Now I need to have a communication within the building and within the campus, which is called as local area network. If suppose if your college or office, we are having two branches are there. One is in Hyderabad, so one is in High Tech City and the other one is in Gachibowli. Now I need to have a communication between these two branches, High Tech City and Gachibowli. But these two are within the geographical area, within Hyderabad only. So when the branches are within the Hyderabad, within the geographical area, we call this as metropolitan area network. And then wide area network. If suppose if we take an example of TCS or Infosys, any other companies, so they got multiple branches around the world, correct? So if you take TCS or Infosys, so Infosys is having they got a branch in Hyderabad, in Gachibowli they got a branch, whereas in Uppal is also having a branch. They are having in Bangalore, Mysore, US, Australia, anywhere around the world they are having multiple branches are there. They got around 10 to 12 branches are there around the world. Now we need to have a communication between one branch to other branch which are in different geographical area. Then we call this as WAN, wide area network. Let me show you the diagram. This is called as LAN, means when pieces are interconnected to each other by using a switch, by using a centralized device. Then I can say this is called as local area network. And then metropolitan area network. If I have two branches within the Hyderabad, something like one is in Banjara Hills, another one is in Amirpet. Now I need to have a communication between these two branches. Then we are laying a cable between both the branches. We need to lay a cable between both the branches. But who will lay the cable? And what kind of cable we are using here? Any idea, anyone? What kind of cable we are using? Okay. So we are using a cable which is called as optical fiber cable. So where the data will travels by using light rays. If it is a longer distance, we are using only optical fiber cable, which is which transmits the data between one location to other location by using light rays. Okay. And then wide area network. So in the wide area network, apart from the within the Hyderabad or within the Bangalore, if I have multiple branches around the world, then if I need to have a communication between multiple branches, then what we require? Then what exactly we are using is we are using a device called as a router. A router is a device which will enables the communication between one LAN to other LAN, one branch to other branch, one company to other company. If I need to have a communication, then we require a router. Is it clear? And then we'll go to the basic requirements. Whenever if suppose if you want to start a company, then what we require? If suppose now you guys are working on a company as a network engineer, and you are having around 4 to 5 years of experience, and then your manager has asked you hey Venkatesh, we are starting a new branch, so can you design the network? Then the first question what we ask is how many employees are there. Depends on the employees, we just need to build the network. Okay, now he told you that we are having 1000 employees are there, will be there in the new branch. Then what kind of routers, switches, firewalls we need to use? All those are comes under basic requirements of a network. Okay, how many pieces we require, how many laptops we require, how many switches, how many routers, what kind of firewalls we need to use to secure the network. All those things we are having on basic networking. And topologies, how we need to connect those devices. Suppose I purchased all the routers, switches and firewalls, but I should know how we need to connect, right? All those things we discussed on what is NSC card, media, which is called as cables, and then networking devices, routers, switches, firewalls, all those things will come under here. But what is exactly a media? What is an NSC card? So NSC card is something like a hardware network component which will be there on each and every device. If suppose if we take a laptop or a PC, every device will have a NSC card. Okay, with the help of a NSC card, only we can be able to communicate. It means so. Which is called as LAN port. If you take your PC or a laptop, in case if your Wi-Fi is not working, then what exactly you do? If suppose the Wi-Fi in your laptop is not working, then how do you access the internet? Anyone? Any idea? Anyone? Okay. So this is called as NSC card, network interface card. This port. I guess you have seen this port on your laptop or a PC, right? Yes or no? Okay, no response. Okay, so this is called as NSA card. With the help of NSA card, we can be able to communicate between one PC to other PC. So that we discuss on the NSA card, and then we'll go to the media. So media is something like a cables. I believe we have seen these cables also earlier, maybe. This is called as UTP cable, optical fiber cable, and then coaxial cable. So have you seen this coaxial cable anytime? Anyone? Anyone has seen this cable anytime or not? Okay, leave it. So this cable is mainly used for disconnection, and these are the optical fiber cables where the data will be transmitted through light rays. And coaxial cables are UTP cables. These cables will traverse the data. If suppose if I need to send the data from one device to other device, then these cables will use electrical waves. Okay, and these are called as media. And apart from this, the cables we are having a radio frequency waves, which is called as a Wi-Fi. With the help of a Wi-Fi, also we can be able to send the data, right? Correct. So we can be able to say that by using a Bluetooth, by using a radio frequency waves, by using infrared waves. So we discuss each and everything one by one, and then we will go to the OSI model. This is one more topic. For each and everything, we'll provide you the slides in the group. The next one, what exactly we use is OSI model. Then what is exactly OSI model and how exactly we are using in the real time. If suppose if you want to send a packet, I just want to send a message as, hi, how are you? I want to send a message as, hi, how are you? Then how do you receive this message? Means I'm sending a text message, you will be able to receive it as a text message. Now I'm talking to you, so I'm sending you the audio message and you are able to receive the audio message, correct? Then, but if you take any device, if you take your laptop, phone, or any device, can they be able to understand the human language? Can they be able to understand the human language or not?
No, sir.
So they will not be able to understand any human language, right? Then what
Yes,
kind
sir.
of language they understand?
Machine language.
Awesome, thank you. At least one has responded. So they understand only machine language, which is binary language, which is zeros and ones. So all the devices can understand. They can understand only machine language. So machine language means binary. So the data, what exactly I'm sending here, hi, how are you message? This message will be converted into binary, which is zeros and ones. We call this as encoding. We call this as encoding. And then the data will be traveled till your destination, your friend or someone. And then once the data has been received, they will receive their phone will receive only binary language. The phone will receive only binary language, and this binary language again it will be converted into hi, how are you message. Is it clear? This is how the data will be transmitted or transported from one device to other device. Okay. But how exactly it is transporting? What are the things which are there? Everything we'll discuss on OSA model, which is called as Open System Interconnect. With the help of the Open System Interconnect, we can be able to transfer the data between one device to other device. So in this, we are having basically 7 layers. So the last layer is called as application layer. The last layer is called as application layer, and next one is presentation layer, session layer, transport, network, data link layer, and physical layer. But what exactly these layers are? So application layer is mainly used as an interface. Means if someone to access Gmail or Facebook, I want to talk to you. I want to send a message. Then how exactly I can do that? For each and everything, we require an application, right? If I want to talk to you or if I want to call, if I want to message you, then I need to have an application app. I need to have an application where it is used to send and receive the messages. Something like WhatsApp, Telegram, or Signal, or normal text message. I'm not wrong, or Instagram, something or the other. We are having a we are having a, we are using an interface to interact with the service. If I want to access gmail.com, then how can I access the gmail.com? I need to have a browser. I can say browser is called as an interface. Okay, so application layer is very important. Without that, we can't be able to send and receive data, and we can't be able to access any of the applications also. And then we are having presentation layer. Then what is exactly presentation layer? What is the use of presentation layer? How data will be presented? How the data will be presented means, as I told you, if I'm sending a audio message, you should be able to receive it as a audio message. If I'm sending a text message, you should receive it as a text. Receive it as a video message. It means in which format I'm sending a data, you should be able to receive on the same format. Am I right or wrong?
Right,
So,
sir.
which is deals with presentation layer of the OSM model. Means in the presentation layer, we are dealing with how data has to be sent and received. Means a standard format. So in this, what exactly happens is we are providing a standard format to the data. Okay, and then so the things which will work on this presentation layer are encoding and decoding, encryption and decryption. The main things are encoding and decoding, encryption and decryption. Has anyone has heard about encryption method? Encryptions.
No, sir.
Okay, so then what is? I guess everyone is using a WhatsApp, right? Then when you use a
Yes, sir.
WhatsApp, if someone has sent you for the first time a message, or if you see uh, when you open any chat, and if you see the first line of your chat, then you can see on the top of your screen you can see end-to-end encryption. Correct? What is end-to-end encryption? What is exactly end-to-end encryption? Anyone? End-to-end encryption.
Secret
Okay,
transmission.
end-to-end encryption means only sender and receiver can be able to see the data, but no one around the world can be able to see the data, right? If you are okay, if you try to open your WhatsApp, any new chat, then if then you can see end-to-end encryption. Then what is that end-to-end encryption? Data will be encrypted on both the sides. The message which I am sending you and the message which you are sending me, everything will be encrypted as per Mark or Facebook or WhatsApp. But the people can be able to view your messages. The person who is working on the WhatsApp server, if they want to target a, a person, then they can be able to view their messages also. It's possible, but in a different ways. Okay. So, but encryption and decryption means on my side data will be encrypted, and your side data will be decrypted. Means when I'm sending any data, I will encrypt. So automatically my router or a switch will encrypt this data, and then the data will be transferred to you. Means once you receive the data, it will be decrypted. From my side, it will be encrypted, and your side, it will be decrypted. And then we are going with the session layer. What is exactly session layer? At what time I started the session, and how much time I took the session, at what time I have ended the session, which is called as, in technical way, initiating a session, maintaining a session, and initiating a session, maintaining a session, and terminating a session. Initiating, maintaining, or establishing, and terminating a session. Is it clear? So these are the three things which will work on session layer of the OSI model. And the most important thing is transport layer here. Then what exactly transport layer does? So the main usage of the transport layer is TCP and UDP. Have you heard about any? Is anyone has heard about this TCP and UDP? Okay. So TCP means transmission control protocol, whereas UDP is user datagram protocol. And again, I will take an example here. So if you, I guess you have seen, I believe everyone has seen this single tick, double tick, and blue ticks. I believe you have seen this, right? Okay. So single tick means it's we are using this one in the WhatsApp. Okay. So we are using this one in the WhatsApp. So when you send any message to anyone, so they can be able to, if their signals are not good, if the mobile is off or something, then you can say a single tick. That means then you can understand the guy is not able to receive, the person is not able to receive your message, or his mobile data is off, or his Wi-Fi is not working, or is in a remote place where exactly is not able to receive any message. Then you can see by seeing that single tick, you can be able to understand all these things. And then you have seen double tick, means message has been delivered, correct? But the my destination party did not see my message. And lastly, blue ticks, which is when he read my message, I can be able to understand whether he read my message or not. In general, we call this for WhatsApp or anything. In the technical way, we call this as sync, synac, and acknowledgement. Guys, are you able to understand? Are you good with the English, or you want me to teach you in Telugu? If someone has responded, that will be more happy. But no one
Telugu,
is
sir.
responding. Okay, so okay, is everyone okay for that?
I'm okay with it.
Someone has to respond.
తెలుగులో టీచ్ చేయండి సార్ పర్వాలేదు.
Okay, so sync, SYNAC, and acknowledgement. So what is exactly sync and what is exactly SYNAC and what is acknowledgement? If suppose if you're trying to access a browser and then ఇక్కడ ఒక browser access అవుతున్నాను, I'm trying to open a browser and trying to type gmail google.com. So నా browser లో google.com అని చెప్పి I just put a message. And then so when I type google.com on my browser, then what exactly happens on the background? Then what exactly happens on the background? When I type google.com, the data will go from my PC. Means from my browser, data will be initiated and we are sending a sync packet. We are sending a sync packet here. Then Google server will receive my packet. So Google server will receive this packet. What exactly Google server will do now? He'll reply to your packet. He'll reply to your packet. Which is called as SYNAC. Which is called as SYNAC. Means he will acknowledge to your packet. అంటే మనం పంపించిన దానికి వాళ్ళు అక్నాలజ్మెంట్ చేసుకొని వాళ్ళు దానికి రిప్లై పంపిస్తారు మనకి. అప్పుడు మనకి వెబ్సైట్ ఓపెన్ అవుతుంది. Which is SYNAC. And once everything is done, and once I open the website, then what exactly happens is we are sending an acknowledgement, which is called as ACK. So this is called as three-way handshaking. So three-way handshaking is very important in the real time for troubleshooting. If suppose if someone has told you that I'm not able to access a website, something like Dropbox.com or Gmail.com, something is not working. Then what I need to do exactly? So from outside of the internet, I'm able to access, but from inside of the company, I'm not able to access. అంటే బయట నుంచి నాకు జీమెయిల్ ఫేస్బుక్ ఇవన్నీ యాక్సెస్ అవుతున్నాయి కానీ from my company laptop, I'm not able to access anything. When I connected to VPN, when I'm in office. So the company has restricted the access. Okay. But if suppose if you got an issue, the company has allowed the website. అంటే ఆ వెబ్సైట్ ని కంపెనీ అలౌ చేసింది కానీ మీకు యాక్సెస్ అవ్వట్లేదు. And everyone around the world is everyone around in your company is not able to access the same website. Then what could be the reason? అప్పుడు మనం ఎలా troubleshoot చేయాలి? Everything will comes under OSM model, which is on the 7 layers. Okay. So these are very, very important for the troubleshooting. So basically we are having a software layer, network layer, and OSM model, and which is a core layer of the OSM model. We got three types in this. These 7 layers are divided into three. One is software layers, and then hardware layers, and the middle one, which is the network layer, we call it as core layer of the OSM model. Then we'll go one by one about each and every slide. So what exactly we teach here, everything we'll discuss, and then we go to the IP addressing. Let me show you the course content. So this is the course content, what exactly I will teach here. First, the things what exactly we discussed, basic networking, OSM model, and then IP addressing. Nowadays, IP address plays a major role. Now we can live without food and water, but we can't live without internet, right? If suppose internet is not working for 5 minutes or 10 minutes, we'll be frustrated. Am I right or wrong? అంటే మనకి ఇంటర్నెట్ ఒక 5 minutes 10 minutes పనిచేయట్లేదంటే మీ మొబైల్ డేటా పనిచేయట్లేదు, ఇంటర్నెట్ కూడా పనిచేయట్లేదు. అండ్ సమ్ ఆర్ అదర్ టైమ్ విల్ గెట్ ఏ ఫ్రస్ట్రేషన్, రైట్? సో దీనంతటికి రీజన్ ఏంటి? What exactly then what is the reason here? And how exactly we are getting internet? So internet, we are getting internet by using IP addresses. So IP address plays a major role on the internet. Okay. And then what are the content which we are teaching on this? Which is the first, we are trying to configure the routers. It means initial configuration of a router. The first practical what exactly we do is initial configuration of a router. Then I guess you are using a router at your home also, right? Is anyone using a router at their home? Is anyone using a router at their home?
No, sir.
You are not using a router, D-Link router or Netgear router or any other
Yes, sir.
router to get
Office
the
లో
internet.
యూస్ చేస్తాం.
So you are using at your office, okay. Then,
Office.
but the routers what we are using in the MNCs are different than the routers which are using our home and the small scale companies. So in the companies, what exactly we use is we are using Cisco routers, Cisco firewall, Cisco switches, and Juniper and Palo Alto. All these things we'll use. So then, first we'll see how we need to configure a router. What is the commands which you need to configure a router, and how do you access a router? Everything we'll do it practically. Okay, and then once it is done, we'll go to the WAN configuration. Now I'm working on a company, and Trinath is working on another like another branch. I'm working on branch A, and Trinath is working on a different branch, which is branch B. And now I need to have a communication between branch A to branch B. So something like branch A is in Hyderabad and branch B is in Bangalore. Now I configure the router, everything is done. But now I need to have a communication between one branch to other branch. I need to have a communication between one branch to other branch. Then what I need to do now? For this we are using ISP, Internet Service Provider. We call this as Internet Service Provider. So Internet Service Provider can route your traffic from one place to other place. So Internet Service Provider can route a traffic from one company to other company, one branch to other branch, one state to other state, in India to US, India to Australia, anywhere in the world. For you to have a communication, we are using Internet Service Provider, okay, which is called as WAN configuration. Then how can I do the WAN configuration? And then we are using routing protocols. Like if suppose I'm staying in Kukatpalli Housing Board and I want to reach Gachibowli. I'm in Kukatpalli Housing Board and I want to reach Gachibowli. Then how many paths are there to reach the destination? From one source to other source, how many paths are there? Anyone? Routes, I can say how many routes are there to reach the destination? Okay. You can have multiple ways are there. So, but among all those, what exactly we do is we're trying to find it on the Google map, and Google map will show you shortest path to reach the destination, right? In the same way, router also will do the same thing. A router will send the packets from one place to other place by choosing the best path selection. Okay? With the help of a best path selection, we can be able to route a packet from one place to we can be able to send a packet from one place to other place. Is it clear? Then we discuss about all these routing protocols like static routing, RAP, HRP, and BGP. And then we go to the access control list. Access control list is something like blocking an IP address, blocking a PC, blocking a router, blocking a switch. So if you take your WhatsApp, you can block a IP address, right? Yes or no? We can block an IP address. We can block a phone number. If suppose so someone is irritating me or someone is trying to send all the messages, keep on sending the proportion, the promotional messages or ads. Then what exactly we do? We'll block him. Correct? In the same way, here also, if I want to block a PC, if I want to block a router, if I want to block a server, then we are using a feature called as access control list. With the help of access control list, we can allow access and we can block the access also. And then we are going with VPN, virtual private network. Is anyone is using a VPN in their phones? Do you guys know about VPN? Anyone?
Virtual private network, sir.
Okay, good. Virtual private network. Then the main, what is the use of this virtual private network? If I need to have a communication between my head office to branch office or branch office to branch office securely, I need to have a communication securely, then what exactly we use is VPN. Without a VPN, we can't be able to secure our network. Is it clear? We can't be able to secure our network. By using a VPN, we can be able to secure the network. Okay. And then we go to the switching part. In switching, what are the things which are using? Like how to configure a switch. Same like a router, we need to configure a switch also. And then we are trying to configure some security features. How exactly we need to configure all those things, we'll see. And then this course contains is not only CCNA, we are going with CCNP also. Okay, we are going with CCNA, CCNP, and firewalls, and then
CCNP అంటే ఏంటి
wireless.
సార్?
CCNP అంటే మనకి దీనికన్నా అడ్వాన్స్. అంటే మనం ఓన్లీ బేసిక్స్ నెట్వర్కింగ్ అంటే ఏంటి, రౌట్ని ఎలా కాన్ఫిగర్ చేయాలి, స్విచ్ని ఎలా కాన్ఫిగర్ చేయాలి, ఇవి నేర్చుకుంటాం. బట్ వేరే ఆన్ ది CCNP ఇంకా అడ్వాన్స్ ఇన్డెప్త్లోకి వెళ్తాం. ఓకే
ఓకే సార్.
యా, ఎనీ అదర్ క్వశ్చన్స్ ఎనీవన్? Anyone have
నో
any
సార్,
questions?
కంటిన్యూ.
No questions? So Trinath, Ram, Venkatesh, Ajay, Datta.
సార్ ఏమైనా
No questions?
ఓచర్స్ ఏమైనా ప్రొవైడ్ చేస్తారా
ఏం వౌచర్స్ అండి?
అదే CCNA ఎగ్జామ్స్ కి
See,
జాబ్
అది
సర్టిఫికేషన్స్
వర్కింగ్
కి
అంటే మీరు ఎక్కడైనా వర్క్ చేస్తున్నారా?
లేదు చేయట్లేదు.
సో మా మెయిన్ గోల్ ఏంటి అంటే ద పర్సన్ హూ ఈస్ స్టడీయింగ్ ఫ్రమ్ అవర్ ఇన్స్టిట్యూట్ దే షుడ్ గెట్ 100% జాబ్. అంటే అలా మిమ్మల్ని ట్రైన్ చేసి పంపిస్తాం. అంటే మేము సర్టిఫికేషన్ కోసం మేము ప్రిపేర్ చేయట్లేదు మిమ్మల్ని. వీఆర్
Okay.
మేకింగ్ యూ రెడీ ఫర్ ది ఇంటర్వ్యూస్.
Okay.
అంటే మీరు ఏ ఇంటర్వ్యూకి వెళ్ళినా సరే మీరు సెలెక్ట్ అయ్యేటట్టుగా. దెన్ మీకు సర్టిఫికేషన్ మీరు కంపెనీలోకి వెళ్తే వాళ్ళే ఇస్తారు కదా,
అవును.
రైట్? దే విల్ డూ ఏ రీఎంబర్స్మెంట్ ఆల్సో, కరెక్ట్?
ఎస్ ఎస్
Then why we need to bother about it? So the first thing is we need to get a job. So job కోసం మేము ప్రిపేర్ చేపిస్తాను ఫస్ట్ నేను.
ఎస్ సార్.
Then once you are in a job, then you can be able to write easily your exam also.
ఓకే.
Okay?
Yeah.
Any other questions, anyone?
కోర్స్ ఫీజు ఎంత సార్?
Yes, Srinath.
కోర్స్ ఫీజు కోర్స్
అది మేడం చెప్తారండి మీకు. మేడం కానీ సార్ ఉన్నారు, వాళ్ళు చెప్తారు మీకు ఫీజు ఎంత. అంటే డిపెండ్స్ ఆన్ ద కోర్స్ వాట్ యు ఆర్ టేకింగ్ ఎగ్జాక్ట్లీ.
డ్యూరేషన్ కూడా వాళ్ళే చెప్తారు సార్ మొత్తం?
మొత్తం డీటెయిల్స్ అన్ని వాళ్ళే చెప్తారు మీకు. అంటే టెక్నికల్గా యూ కెన్ ఆస్క్ మీ ఎనీథింగ్ అబౌట్ యువర్ జాబ్ ఆర్ ఎనీథింగ్ యూ కెన్ ఆస్క్ మీ. సో వేర్ ఎగ్జాక్ట్లీ యువర్ వర్కింగ్, Srinath?
బోడుప్పల్ సార్.
No, I'm asking company.
కంపెనీ మల్లాపూర్. కంపెనీ నేమ్ జిఆర్ సైనస్ ప్రైవేట్ లిమిటెడ్.
ఓకే, సో వాట్ ఎగ్జాక్ట్ అంటే మీరు అక్కడ ఏం చేస్తారు?
జూనియర్ అకౌంటెంట్.
ఓకే, సో యూ వాంట్ టు షిఫ్ట్ యువర్ ఫీల్డ్, వాంట్ టు స్విచ్, రైట్? ఓకే, గుడ్. ఓకే,
మినిమం క్వాలిఫికేషన్ ఏమి ఉండాలి దానికి?
ఏ డిగ్రీ ఉన్నా పర్లేదు మనకి. ఇప్పుడు మనకి ప్రోగ్రామింగ్లో ఉన్నట్టుగా మనకి ఓన్లీ బీటెకే కావాలి, సిఎస్సీనే కావాలి అని ఉన్నది నెట్వర్కింగ్లో. యూ షుడ్ హ్యావ్ అట్లీస్ట్ అ డిగ్రీ. ఏ డిగ్రీ అయినా పర్లేదు, బిఏ, బీకామ్, బిఎస్సీ, ఎనీ డిగ్రీ ఇస్ ఫైన్. బట్ కంపల్సరీగా డిగ్రీ అయితే కావాలి. డిగ్రీ ఉంది కదా మీకు?
నో సార్, డిప్లొమా నాది.
డిప్లొమా ఏంటిది?
ఈసీఏ.
ఈసీఏ. సో మరి బెస్ట్ మై సజెషన్ ఈస్ కంటిన్యూ టు జాబ్ and attend the course, and in between try to complete your certification, which is your degree private గా కట్టండి. ఎక్సెప్ట్ అంబేద్కర్ యూనివర్సిటీ, ఏ యూనివర్సిటీ అయినా కట్టండి, ప్రాబ్లం ఉండదు. సో అంబేద్కర్ యూనివర్సిటీకి ఇప్పుడు అంత వాల్యూ లేదు. సో ట్రై టు గెట్ ఫ్రమ్ ఎనీ అదర్
వేరే
యూనివర్సిటీ ఏదైనా కట్టండి. ఎందుకంటే వాట్ ఇస్ యువర్ ఏజ్ నౌ? సో Trinath?
24.
24. సో ఇప్పుడు ఓకే 24 కాబట్టి బాగానే ఉంటుంది. సో లైక్ యువర్ వర్కింగ్ అనే కంపెనీ యాజ్ అన్ అకౌంటెంట్ ఆర్ సంథింగ్. సో ఇప్పుడు నాకు గ్రోత్ కావాలి కదా. ఇప్పుడు నాకు ఒక 25,000 వస్తుంది అనుకుందాం మీకు. సో ఇప్పుడు ప్రెసెంట్ బాగానే ఉంటుంది, 25,000, 20,000 లేదా 15 సంథింగ్ అది అదర్. దెన్ ఇఫ్ సపోజ్ ఇఫ్ యు ఆర్ ఆఫ్టర్ 30 years, దెన్ నీ 10 years నేను డిగ్రీ అయిన దగ్గర నుంచి లేదా డిప్లొమా అయిన దగ్గర నుంచి ఏం చేశానంటే ఏం చేయలేదు కదా, రైట్? యూ షుడ్ హ్యావ్ సంథింగ్ ఆర్ ది అదర్, కరెక్ట్? So then you should work on MNC company. Big MNC companies are somewhere you need to work, and then you should get good salary and all. సో అవన్నీ ఎక్కడి నుంచి స్టార్ట్ అవుతాయి మనకి? ఇక్కడ ఇప్పుడే స్టార్ట్ అవ్వాలి మనకి, రైట్? ఇప్పుడున్న టు బి ఫ్రాంక్ చెప్పాలంటే ఇప్పుడున్న స్టూడెంట్స్ సో దే నీడ్ టు గెట్ ఎ జాబ్. ఏదో ఒక జాబ్ అయినా పర్లేదని చెప్పి ఆలోచిస్తున్నారు కానీ No one is trying to prepare full pledge, because I have seen some of the students, so they will just come and listen ante. ఏదో టైం పాస్కి వస్తున్నట్టు అనిపిస్తుంది కానీ బట్ సమ్ ఆఫ్ ది దేర్ ఐఎమ్ నాట్ టాకింగ్ అబౌట్ ఎవ్రీవన్, లైక్ ఐ కెన్ సీ 60% ఆర్ గుడ్, 60 to 70%. ఆ 10% 20% ఉంటారు కదా, సో దోస్ గైస్ ఆర్ నాట్ గుడ్ ఆర్ నాట్ బ్యాడ్ అని కూడా చెప్పలేను నేను. అంటే మనం వెళ్ళేది జాబ్ కోసం వెళ్తున్నాం కాబట్టి విల్ ట్రై న్యూ ఎవ్రీథింగ్ ఆన్ ఏ జాబ్. సో మీరేం చేస్తారంటే త్రినాథ్, సో డిగ్రీ కట్టండి బెస్ట్. దెన్ మీకు టైం ఉంటుంది కాబట్టి ఈ లోపల మనకి కాంట్రాక్ట్ జాబ్స్ కానీ ఇవన్నీ ఉంటాయి మనకి నెట్వర్కింగ్లో. దెన్ ట్రై టు డూ దట్ ఆల్సో. మనకి ఏదైనా కాంట్రాక్చువల్ జాబ్ ఏదైనా ఉందంటే, సో కాంట్రాక్ట్ పొజిషన్స్, దెన్ యూ కెన్ గో దేర్. వాళ్ళకి డిప్లొమా ఉంటే చాలు, డిగ్రీ కూడా అవసరం లేదు వాళ్ళకి. దెన్ ట్రై టు డూ ఇట్ ఆన్ 1 or 2 years. లేకపోతే బీటెక్ కూడా అయిపోతుంది, డిగ్రీ ఆర్ బీటెక్. దెన్ యూ కెన్ అప్లై ఫర్ ది ఎంఎన్సీ కంపెనీస్, నాట్ యాజ్ అ ఫ్రెషర్, యాజ్ అన్ ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్డ్ గై.
ఏదో ఒకటి
క్లియర్?
పార్ట్
యా,
టైం చేసుకుంటూ చేయమంటారు.
పార్ట్ టైం అని నేను చెప్పను. ఇప్పుడు ఆల్రెడీ
ఆ,
మీకు ఈ జాబ్ చేస్తున్నారు కదా, మీ టైమింగ్ సెట్
అవును,
చేసుకోండి.
అది
నాకు
ఓకే,
ఏ టైం
కంటిన్యూ
అయితే బెస్ట్.
చేసుకుంటూ.
మీరు ఉండేది ఎక్కడ?
బోడుపల్.
బోడుపల్ అంటే ఆన్లైన్ వింటారు మీరు ఇంకా, రైట్?
అవును.
సో బట్ వాట్ ఐఎమ్ సజెస్టింగ్ ఇస్ వీక్లీ 1 day. మీకు ఎప్పుడు హాలిడే ఉంటుంది?
సండే సండే
సండే అండ్ సాటర్డే ఆల్సో, ఆర్ ఓన్లీ సండే?
సండే ఓన్లీ.
ఓకే, సో ట్రై టు కమ్ ఆన్ సండే. ఒక హాఫ్ డే రండి, అంటే ప్రతి వీక్ రమ్మని చెప్పను. సో వన్ ఆర్ ది అదర్ వే, సో వన్ ఆర్ ది అదర్ వీకెండ్. ఇప్పుడు నేను ఈ వీకెండ్ వచ్చాను, నెక్స్ట్ వీక్ రాను, తర్వాత వీక్ వస్తా. సో ఇలా మీరు వస్తూ ఉండి మీరు ప్రాక్టీస్ చేస్తూ ఉంటే మీకు రియల్ టైంలో డివైస్ ఎలా ఉంటాయి ఇవన్నీ మీకు ఐడియా ఉంటుంది. సో లేదు అంటే యూ కాంట్ బి ఏబుల్ టు డూ ఎనీథింగ్. దట్స్ మై సజెషన్.
ప్రాజెక్ట్స్ చేసుకుంటేనే కదా ఐడియా ఉంటుంది.
అవును. సో ఇప్పుడు మనం ఓన్లీ ఇప్పుడు ఏంటంటే, ఇప్పుడు ఇప్పుడు నీ ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్, నువ్వు ఫ్రెషర్, లేదా ఒక 1 year ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ పెట్టావు, నేను ఒక 5 years ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ పెట్టాను, ఇద్దరు ఒకటే జాబ్కి వెళ్ళాం. సో ఇప్పుడు నువ్వు ఏమనుకుంటావు అంటే ఆయనకి ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ ఉంది, 5 years ఉంది, ఆయన ఈజీగా చెప్పేస్తాడు అనుకుంటాం. బట్ వాట్ ఎగ్జాక్ట్లీ వీఆర్ డూయింగ్ ఈస్, నువ్వు 1 year వెళ్ళినా ఫ్రెషర్ కింద వెళ్ళినా యూ షుడ్ కంపీట్ ది అదర్ గై హూ ఈస్ హ్యావింగ్ ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్. అంటే వాళ్ళతో కూడా మిమ్మల్ని కంపీట్ చేసేటట్టుగా ఉండాలి. అంటే వాళ్ళు ఏవైతే చెప్తున్నారో అవి కూడా మీరు చెప్పగలగాలి. అది మా గోల్ హియర్. సో అందుకోసం మనకి ఏంటంటే ఇక్కడ మనం విల్ కీప్ ఎగ్జామ్స్, మాక్ ఇంటర్వ్యూస్ ఉంటాయి, ఎగ్జామ్స్ ఉంటాయి. ఓకే, ఎవ్రీ వీక్ విల్ కీప్ ఎగ్జామ్. ఎస్ త్రినాథ్, సారీ యు ఆర్ టాకింగ్
give me your number, I will contact you.
I will have a conference call. I will talk to Shirmila madam. So she will put a conference with us, and then I will talk to you, Trinath. Yeah, I know this is not a good place to discuss, but I will ask her. Yeah, I will ask her your number and I will call you. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Okay.
Anyone have any other questions? Venkatesh, Ram, and Ajay. Datta.
No, sir.
Okay, what exactly you do, Datta? Okay. Okay then. So thanks for your time, everyone. So any other questions if you have, then you can contact the management team. So they will get back to you on the queries for the fees and all. But if you got any technical, you can contact Shirmila madam and she will put as a conference call or something, and then we can discuss on that. Okay. Clear, everyone?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Bye.